goody, what's goody, what's good? You know this is your boy Andy Appleseed. Andy Appleseed TV is the name of the channel. Make sure you like, share your boy with a comment. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button one time. We got the latest and greatest hip-hop news in these YouTube streets. Let's get it in, let's go. Welcome back to Andy Appleseed TV. Make sure you hit that like button on your way in. Let's jump straight into this live reaction by Karlissa, Blueface mother. Now, just recently on social media, we all saw Chrisean was trending fresh after she tried to visit Blueface, but she got locked up for a warrant as soon as she stepped in front of that court building. Karlissa jumped on live and she actually spoke out. She said someone had to make this phone call to let the authorities know that she would actually be there at that court. She also mentioned she's not too sure if it was Wack 100, he wouldn't do something like this. If you missed it, let's jump straight into this live by Karlissa. Latest news, hit that social, hit that like, hit that sub on your way in.
You really don't need no favor, no filter. Thank you, girl. She a hater. I'm gonna take it off as soon as Tay get here and put this makeup on and make me look like Young Miami.
No, for real.
Hold on. As soon as Tay pull up, I'm gonna take this filter off on your.
Tell her stop hating.
Yeah, how you gonna tell a 52-year-old woman? I'm finna be 52 years old. How you gonna hate on a 52-year-old woman for a filter? We gotta do better than that. Cause I know you only 20-something mad.
Hey.
I don't know what's happening with the grandbaby yet, so if anybody knows,
if
anybody knows Mark,
what happened?
tell her to please let me know at least that she's straight and she all right.
She ain't called.
She ain't called, and that would have been the right thing to do, to just at least call the grandma and say, you know, I know your son is stressed out. So I didn't hear nothing, but I did hear she was at the club that night, so I was really panicking. I hope she wasn't at the club that night. But they said she was at the club that night. It's never gonna call y'all don't get along. Why would me and Marsh not get along? Y'all forgot Marsh used to date my other son. Me and Marsh is just fine.
Girl, who your other son? You got more sons? Girl,
I got more sons. He the married son, but he was having a separation moment, and him and Marsh was calling themselves. They was friends first, and then when my son had a separation.
Oh, okay.
I've been with Dre and Marsh out in the public before, and we ain't had no problems. Y'all just didn't know. Chrisean didn't tell Marsh she couldn't speak to me. Why would she do that? Marsh ain't got nothing to do with me and Chrisean. Now, I'm over here suffering migraines. I done had a migraine since the child went to jail yesterday. Who could call the police on a woman with a baby? We gonna find out, because the Lord got a funny way of revealing things. We gonna find out who did some like that, because you a dirty. You called a popo on a woman with her child at a court to see about the baby daddy? Oh, yeah, that ain't a good look. That ain't a good look inside your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Inside your spirit. Your spirit's foul. You could have called Popo at her football game. You could have called Popo when she at the over her boyfriend house. Whatever she do, you could have called Popo that day. Popo while she with her child? Oh, baby. That's going to come back round on you or your grandkids. Somebody going to get that. That's some dirty there. You got to be a dirty call Popo on a woman with a child and knowing they about to separate. Oh, baby. That's a dirty there. I wouldn't want to be that person. I don't think Jaden got that in her heart. I know she might have called him if she seen her at the club, or she seen her at the grocery store by herself, but with her baby. You know what kind of, that's a junkie right there. That's somebody who don't give a about their own kids. That's you gonna find out. That's a dirty there, because you gotta be ruthless. You got to be ruthless to call the cops on a woman with a baby at a courthouse. Who goes around police? Who goes around police with an active warrant? Somebody that's obviously there to see about their baby daddy.
Ain't that much love in the world.
Ain't that much love in the world. I might have did some dumb like that in my 20s.
Yeah, you probably would have too.
I'd have ran from there. She should have did a football move on there. Zip right out of there. That's what I would have did. I don't think Wack would have did that, because I know this gonna come out of his John's pocket, which means I'm pretty sure Wack got John's money. I'm pretty sure Wack don't want to have to go pay for something unnecessarily. So that ain't really making good sense either. Cause you know John gonna figure out how to get her situated immediately. You don't know Marsh's number, but you said you told Marsh to call you. Marsh got my son number. You forgot Marsh and my son used to be a thing, so I'm pretty sure she can get my number if she need my number. I mean, I personally don't think if Chrisean wouldn't have left the order for Marsh, I didn't know that at the time. If Chrisean wouldn't have left the order for Marsh to get the baby, I do not believe that Jonathan would have left the baby there. But he did show his like he didn't feel like babysitting. And at that point, when the mama and the daddy is in jail, that's not babysitting. That's called grandparenting. So I didn't like his verbiage, so I lost my temper. Because if a mother playing daddy with one of my grandkids and then all of a sudden you really ain't daddy, I'm gonna blow up. And that's what I did. I blew up. Marsh is definitely a prize, because she has definitely done had her whooped by the sister, the baby daddy. Marsh done been handling her business in regards to her best friend. So she definitely taking the best friend award of the year. I hold all my friends and family to different, to different levels and meanings right now based on how Marsh move, okay? Now either she a robot or she a real friend. We gonna find out. Why didn't I take the baby? Because as you know, me and Chrisean are not on the best terms. And I didn't want to overstep my boundaries, because if somebody that don't know me touch my baby without my permission, it might be a problem. So I was respecting Chrisean. But if she would have just had to whoop my ass and had a whole nother day of whatever we gonna do, she would have just, her and my security would have had to figure it out. If they would have left that baby and talking about they not bringing the baby. Now, if Marsh didn't pull up, or if somebody pulled up that I didn't really trust to take the baby, I just would have had to take my next step. But I was prepared to take my next step. I had already called my husband and told him I might end up in jail today, so get the bail money ready, because these is moving weird. They moving weird about my grandbaby. And he did not look slow in person at all. So somebody is doing something with the pictures. And I don't know if the baby's going to cry, if he don't know people. You know how some kids are. They would, if they don't know people, they might panic. So I'm trying to keep the baby kosher, because I know the baby just saw the police. Even though he's 9 months, going on a year now, I know he saw the police take his mom away from him. You feel me? Like that was a lot for a baby. So you don't want to move the person that need to be with the baby. Wasn't Marsh, was the granddad, because he lives with the baby. So the baby will be used to him being there, and used to him. The baby would just think the mom went to work for a couple days. You know what I'm saying?
I want to thank you very much for watching. It's your boy Andy Appleseed. Andy Appleseed TV is the name of the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe, drop me a comment. We got the latest and greatest hip-hop news commentary by your boy Andy Appleseed. It's going down. Live stream edits, you name it. Hit that like. Catch me in the next video. Peace.